Welcome back, everybody, to my Thanksgiving Day special with another Super Nintendo game. And we're going to play Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. Let's see how it goes, shall we?
Jeopardy!
We have Rob and Jim facing me this game. It's an all-guys game.
Here are the categories.
For the Jeopardy round, the categories are Star Trek, Last Movies, known as last in quotation marks, By the Numbers, Women in Sports, Potluck, and finally, the Census. Alright. Let's start with By the Numbers for 100.
The answer is
Avenue that's synonymous with New York City's garment district. What is 7th Avenue? Okay, I'll take By the Numbers for 200, please.
the answer is
Members of this religious denomination sometimes call themselves by the initials SDA. Who are the Seventh-day Adventists? For 300, please, in category.
the answer is
In this movie, Marilyn Monroe provokes this condition in Tom Ewell when his wife's on vacation. What is the 7-year itch?
the answer is
Abby Hoffman, Randy Davis, Jerry Rubin, Lee Weiner, John Froines, Tom Hayden, and Dee Dellinger. Who are the Chicago 7?
the answer is
Dangle your tootsies while surfing. What is Hang 10? I'll take Last Movie's 100.
the answer is
Daniel Day-Lewis starred in this film based on James Fenimore Cooper's novel. What is The Last of the Mohicans?
the answer is
In this film, Jack Nicholson and Otis Young try to show Randy Quaid a good time on his way to the brig. The Last Detail.
the answer is
7'2", Uliana Simonova is the tallest woman in this sport, and probably in any other. What is basketball? I'll take women in sports for 200.
the answer is
From 1961 to 79, she won 20 championships at Wimbledon, the all-time record for any tennis player. Billie Jean King.
The answer is.
She won Olympic gold medals in 1928, 1932, and 1936 before she began skating for 20th Century Fox. Who is Sonia Heaney?
The answer is.
In 1936, Nadia Comaneci supplanted this Soviet athlete as Golden Girl of Olympic Gymnastics. Olga Korbut.
The answer is.
She was the first swimmer to swim back and forth across Lake Ontario. A. Nayad D. Diana Nayad.
The answer is.
Edwin Armstrong invented this, now the most popular radio band in the U.S. What is FM? Frequency modulation, yeah.
The answer is.
This royal child was born at 18 minutes past 8 p.m. on the 8th day of the 8th month of 1988. Princess Beatrice of York.
The answer is.
This English suffix that follows sud, shrews, and glaston means castle. What is Bury?
The answer is.
The Bible says it contained Aaron's rod and a pot of manna, as well as the Ten Commandments. The Ark of the Covenant. Oh, okay.
The answer is.
This character's dress uniform includes a kilt. Who is Scotty?
The answer is.
When Kirk went back to 1930s Earth, he fell in love with a woman played by this Dynasty star. Jim doesn't know. Too bad. Oh, Joan Collins, okay.
The answer is.
An organ of touch for cats. For Mr. Claus, they're just as white as snow. What are whiskers?
The answer is.
Sorry, Charlie. The Starkiss wants tuna that tastes this way. What is good?
The answer is.
You may have guessed that intuition is called this, numerically speaking. What is a sixth sense?
The answer is.
Oyez, oyez, oyez. Oyez is simply Anglo-French for this quarter phrase. What is hear ye?
The answer is.
Irish wolfhounds were bred to hunt by this sense. What is sight?
The answer is.
This 44-karat blue diamond was presented to the Smithsonian in 1958 by Harry Winston. What is the Hope Diamond? Spencer Tracy was an old pal in his final campaign in this film, based on Boston Mayor Curley. I don't have any idea. I'm just going to say what is the last thing standing. That's not right. It's the last hurrah.
The answer is.
In a Neil Simon play and movie, Alan Arkin was the last of these kind of lovers. What are red hot?
The answer is.
Film story of the farewell concert of the group called The Band. Jim doesn't know. The Last Waltz.
The answer is.
Make no bones about it. He plays Bones, Dr. McCoy. DeForest Kelly.
The answer is.
This villainous race that even Tribbles disliked was first seen in Errand of Mercy. The Klingons.
The answer is.
It's the lowest setting on the hand phaser. What is stun? Rob and I are tied at $1,900 each. Jim is $300, so he'll go first. And he'll be
Here are the categories.
World literature, fashion, Holland, prisons, 1980s pop music, and we'll close it out with food. All right.
The answer is.
In Holland, it is known as Sinterklaas. Who's Santa Claus?
The answer is
The Holland Herald is this airline's in-flight magazine. What is KLM Royal Dutch Airlines?
The answer is
At Kloppenbar in Amsterdam, you can watch these being made. What are wooden shoes?
the answer is
The hat collars of porters of this food at the Alkmaar market indicate the guild they work for. What is cheese? Aruba separated from this island group in 96 and will be fully independent in 1996. What are the Netherlands Antilles? I will take fashion for 200.
the answer is
On May 15th, 1940, the first stockings made of this went on sale. What is nylon?
the answer is
Turn of the century, women wore soft felt ones called trilbies, named for some Bengali songstress. Oh, hats, okay.
the answer is
A Mother Hubbard is a loose one you might wear to fetch your poor dog a bone. Jim doesn't know. No. Oh, a dress, okay.
the answer is
Bobby McFerrin won 3 Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year with this song. What is Don't Worry, Be Happy? Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson both had #1 singles with him in the 1980s. Who's Paul McCartney?
the answer is
The title of the 1986 hit by Falco asked this composer to rock me. Who's Amadeus?
the answer is
In the name of this 1985 group of 46 singers, the USA stands for United Supportive Artists. What is USA for Africa?
The answer is.
Denise Williams' hit "Let's Hear It From the Boy" was heard in this 1984 Kevin Bacon film. What is Footloose?
The answer is.
Oh, crap. In 1929, this race driver Ryder penned the World War I pacifist novel All Quiet on the Western Front.
The answer is.
By the 1920s, Balenciaga was the leading courtier in this country, his homeland. Spain. I was thinking that, but I didn't buzz in time.
The answer is.
H.G. Wells' Martian Mayhem. What is the War of the Worlds?
The answer is.
Though only a short story, his The Snows of Kilimanjaro was made into a full-length movie. It was Ernest Hemingway.
The answer is.
Welsh poet noted for his volume of short stories, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Dog. Dylan Thomas.
The answer is.
Dumas's coffee courtesan Marguerite Gautier. Camille.
The answer is.
42 people were killed during a 5-day siege at this Western New York prison in 1921. What is Sing Sing? Oh, that's about right. I think I know what it is. Yeah, Attica.
The answer is.
Before he struck out on his own, Pierre Cardin helped this designer create his new look. Christian Dior.
The answer is.
Some people coddle this before putting it in a Caesar salad, but others like it raw. What is egg?
The answer is.
Some folks call it sparrowgrass. What is asparagus?
The answer is.
It can be Ostra, Sabruga, or Beluga? What is caviar?
The answer is
Guinness says the longest of these ever made contained 20,000 bananas and 3.5 tons of ice cream. What is a banana split?
the answer is
To make beef Wellington, thinly coat the beef with pâte de foie gras and wrap it in this. What is a pastry?
the answer is
This federal penitentiary, one of only 6, is located on the Missouri River in Kansas. What is Leavenworth?
the answer is
In a 1953 film, William Holden escaped from this Nazi prison camp. No. Stalag 17.
the answer is
While Marquette has a university named for him, this partner got stuck with an Illinois prison. Who is Joliet?
the answer is
Slang for a 2-masted sailing ship with a prison on it. Brig. So Rob has $2,500. Jim is $3,300, and I have $24,400. It is a runaway game. I cannot be caught. Category starts with the letter C. All right. This adjective can receive lantern, red, and restaurant syndrome. So I'm going to end up with $25,252, and I'll see you all for another game.
the final Jeopardy answer is